From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, July 4th. We begin with a developing story we've been covering for weeks now involving former Colts player Daniel Muir. As we reported on Wish TV, his son was found yesterday after being missing for more than 2 weeks. Officials say he is alive and safe. Today, his parents sit in jail for obstruction of justice. Cody Fisher reports.
Both Daniel and Kristen Muir are being held without bond. The judge overseeing the case says both of them are a flight risk. Daniel and Kristen Muir walked into a Cass County courtroom in orange jumpsuits just hours after their home was raided by an Indiana State Police SWAT team. During that raid, ISP found their son, who had been missing for 18 days and the subject of a silver alert. Kristen Muir was tearful in the courtroom as the judge sternly denied the couple bond. According to court documents, Daniel Muir had a conversation with his brother-in-law about his son. During the recorded conversation, Muir said he whooped his son like a grown man because of allegations that the teen had inappropriate contact with other children. Muir told his brother-in-law that if they lived in their religious homeland, that his son would be put to death for his acts. But since they live in the United States, they could not put him to death. On June 27th, Indiana State Police and the Department of Child Services met with the Muirs. During that meeting, Daniel and Kristen had different stories about how their missing son had a bruised eye. On the same day, DCS did a home inspection and interviewed several of the Muirs' children, who told them that their parents disciplined them by spanking them with belts and a garden hose. They also said their parents occasionally hit them in the mouth.
The Muir family, they've been improperly targeted, and they're not guilty of any abuse or illegal activity. They're entitled to their day in court and due process.
According to Indiana State Police, the Muir family agreed to come in for an interview on June 28th with their son. But an hour before the meeting, the family backed out. That's when law enforcement started the process of getting a search warrant that led to the ISP raid this morning. The attorneys for the Muirs appeared shocked that the judge is holding them without bond. Kristen's attorney said that she's currently nursing an 8-month-old child and that she should be given a bond and an ankle monitor so that she could be at home to nurse that young child. But the judge held firm, again citing that he believes that they are a flight risk because they did not cooperate with police during the 2 weeks that their son was missing. Both will be back in court on July 16th for a hearing to determine if their bond will be adjusted. Reporting in Logansport, Cody Fisher, iTeam8, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook for updates.
And this case has received a lot of attention all across the Logansport community. It all started from this 911 call you're about to hear from the child's grandmother.
911, what is your emergency?
I have my grandson badly abused by his parents.
Okay, you need a rescue squad to take you to the hospital?
No, I need you to stop them.
That call was made on June 16th. Straightway Ministries, where David Muir serves as head pastor, is reacting to the former Colts player's arrest. This is what the ministry's founder, Charles Dowell, had to say.
It just lets you know how far a false allegation can go. But the blowback from a false allegation probably ain't going to be too good, especially when you have the backing of the ministry behind you.
Community members feel a bit differently. One woman we spoke to says this incident doesn't come as a surprise.
I've heard gunshots out this way and a lot, like target shooting quite a bit. What else has gone on and we don't know, because the gate's got a big padlock and they're not allowed in.
The woman went on to say she hopes that any other child that may be suffering within the ministry is able to get to safety. In Indianapolis, a 21-year-old man is facing 19 felony counts after police say he broke into a West Side home and raped a mother and daughter over the weekend. Tashawn Gardner was formally charged yesterday. He faces charges of rape, child molestation, criminal confinement, and sexual battery. Police say Gardner assaulted the mother and her daughter at gunpoint while recording the incident on his phone. A judge has set a bond for Gardner, but as of last night, he remained in jail. Let's talk weather now. Storm Track 8 says it will be a partly cloudy day with some scattered showers and storms. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
The possibility is there later this afternoon into the early evening hours where we may see a few spotty showers and storms that could be on the stronger side. Here's Storm Tracker. Southern sections of the state There's Bedford, Lawrence County, Mitchell, Orleans, Paoli. You're hearing some showers and thunderstorms, maybe even seeing some lightning if you're in Lawrence County and looking farther southward here. Again, nothing severe, just plain old showers and storms, some pockets of some very heavy rainfall. Dry right now in Indianapolis. But here we go, this big batch of showers and storms continuing to push farther off to the north and east. So we're dry right now. Actually saw some sunshine early this morning, but the clouds thickening up here from our Speedway camera. 74. There's the dew point, 72. Whenever you see those readings into the 70s, tropical-like air masses in place, feels awfully uncomfortable. And that's going to continue through the entire day today. 75 Martinsville and Greenwood, good morning to you. 71 in Greenfield and 72 degrees right now in Richmond. All right, humidity values once again off the chart for the day today. It's going to feel awfully uncomfortable with a chance for some of those showers and storms. Here's the picture by lunchtime on Futurecast. A good chunk of the state here seeing some rain. I think by about 1, 2 o'clock, everything moves off to the east of us. And then we'll look for some redevelopment, a shower or two or a thunderstorm possible heading into the early evening hours. But by sunset tonight, I think we are going to be dry, so any of those fireworks displays that you were going to should be okay. Risk of severe weather very low, but there is still a chance we could see some stronger storms in southern Indiana. High temperatures today will be climbing into the lower 80s, and we do have some less humid air working in here for the weekend. We'll share that forecast coming up in a few minutes.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. Our Storm Track 8 team aren't the only ones eyeing the forecast. Many will be looking towards the skies as 4th of July festivities get underway across central Indiana. One of the big ones, 4th Fest in downtown Indianapolis. Renan Gutierrez reports.
The fireworks display that people have been coming down to watch downtown for years and years, that's still going to happen. That happens about 10:15. It sounds like we might be having some issues with our audio here. Okay. So I'm getting word that it's still going. We're still good here. So the fireworks that people have come down to downtown for years and years and years, that's still going to happen about 10:15 this evening. But they're expanding that 4th Fest, as you mentioned, that new street festival that they're doing around here, leading up to those fireworks. Here to tell us a little bit more about what's going on is Matt with Downtown Indy. Good morning. Thanks for being here. The sun is bright and shining. Hopefully, this is how the skies stay. Knocking on wood here. Tell us what people can expect.
Yeah, Street Fest will kick off about 6 p.m. for 4th Fest, so that'll have live music, food trucks. We got 2 great local bands that are going to kick off the show just about 6 p.m. And a grand fireworks finale just after 10 o'clock on the 500 North Meridian building.
Tell me a little bit about what your favorite thing about the 4th of July is. I know we talked about it a little bit this morning already. Lots of different things here, food, music. Yeah. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, we're going to have over 10 food trucks, so I just love that we're going to have this variety of selection to choose from. Everything from Las Tortugas will be out here, Gordon's Milkshakes, Please and Thank You, and then also 2 great bands. So that'll be Pavel and Direct Contact as well as Living Proof. So they're going to get the crowd going, full of energy, and it's just a great community event that's free to the public, open.
All right, Max, thanks for being here this morning. We really appreciate it. If you're looking forward to the fireworks again, those start at about 10:15 tonight. The festival kicks off at 6 this evening. Reporting downtown, I'm Renan Gutierrez for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
As we wrap up for today, experts want you to keep safety top of mind. Last 4th of July, about 9,700 emergency room visits were due to fireworks injuries. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, teens aged 15 to 19 accounted for the highest number of those visits. This was followed by children aged 5 to 9 years old. Indiana State Police say there are a number of things you can do to prevent injuries and accidents. They say to never let kids play with or light fireworks. And when you do fire off those rockets, use caution. While doing so, they say make sure you remain sober and always have a fire extinguisher or water nearby just in case of emergency. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, July 4th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.